We've spent a lot of the webinar so far talking about kind of the technical how it works piece, but in terms of the value proposition and the problems that it solves, Tim, it sounds like that those external customer audiences that were cost prohibitive to reach or you just weren't able to track the data on is a big one.
Mhm.
Also, it sounds like for people who can't get access to your LMS for security reasons, et cetera, this allows you insight into their learning experience for things like compliance and other types of learning. Are
Mhm.
there other applications that you see from a business perspective or broader overall? I have my opinions, but I would love to get I'd love to get your insight.
Yeah, I mean, and I'll share, some of the folks that sat in the XAPI Accelerator course share the sentiments. There were a lot of cases where there might have been multi LMS organizations, and all of that access cases. One use case with the young lady that was sitting next to me the 2 days, she works on a lot of the customer training side, so they wouldn't have a need to even go into the LMS. So being able to send out content to their customers directly and then be able to get those analytics back. I'm still fairly novice in the industry. I saw Cami Bean was here. I'm an accidental instructional designer, so myself, but this is such an exciting use case, and it, I'm like speechless. It's just great. It's fantastic.
I love it. I love being speechless when you see something new. And I do think just to emphasize while we've been talking a lot on social media about how you don't need an LMS anymore with this type of solution, even if you have an LMS, there are use cases that are often very difficult to solve for. And this actually solves for those customer education, patient education, if you're in the healthcare medical field, partner training and education where you don't want to support or host an LMS and pay for an LMS to support those types of use cases. While we could talk about full enterprise implementations and how you could leverage this and integrate with AI and potentially not need an LMS at all, we know that most organizations already have, or many already have platforms, but are still struggling to support some of those enterprise use cases. So just to kind of lean in, we will continue to talk about how you don't need an LMS, I'm sure, as we talk about this publicly. But even for organizations that have one already, there are lots of things that we can help solve for in those organizations that maybe have been pain points for a long time.